Most people don't know is that there is a lot of scientific data on how frequency affects your brain, your emotions, and your nervous system. And a lot of this is published in the US government's medical library in PubMed.gov. And in this video, I'm going to break down Kanye West talking about how the frequencies in the music industry are used to control you and keep you in a low vibration.
The 808 exists in the lowest chakra of your body. The majority of content that's related to the 808 is killer or sexual content. The original 808s was even off pitch. So that meant it's an actual sound in the track.
A lot of people don't realize this.
That you don't realize is there. Up your entire frequency.
Now, before we unpack what this means for you and how it's influencing your life in ways you don't even realize, let me first just say, just in case you're a bit skeptical when you hear the words energy and frequency and vibration, I just want to say that I totally get it. When I first heard the word frequency, I was like, oh, right, you mean like pixie dust and kumbaya chants and all that stuff. And surprisingly, what Kanye is saying is actually very scientific. For example, there was a medical study published in the US government's official online library of medical research.
This is very interesting. Like I said, if you study the chakra system, you will learn this.
PubMed.gov, called Music Tuned to 440 Hertz versus 432, and the health effects in a double-blind study. So the data from this published medical study proves that 432 hertz can decrease your heart rate more than 440 hertz. 432 music is associated with a decrease in blood pressure, in heart rate beats per minute, and a decrease in respiratory rate.
Everything in this world is about frequency and vibration. Just study that. Study frequency and vibration.
440 actually increases it. Now, Kanye is talking about 808 hertz, which is even more influential over your nervous system than 440. But 440 is the music industry standard, so that's why they did the medical study at that level. Now,
it is in my opinion that the music industry knows this. That's why they try to keep us at a low vibration.
Now, anyways, once I saw that there's actual science behind what Kanye is saying, I thought like, well, what is a frequency? Well, when you put some cold leftover rice in your microwave to warm it up, what heats up the bowl of rice, right? A microwave, but it's frequency. And microwave is emitting a specific vibrational frequency that is a result of whatever you put in that microwave will get warm. It's like, for example, the microwave in your house operates at about 245 gigahertz. Since the microwave is at 245 gigahertz, that makes it significantly higher and more powerful than the frequency of 440 hertz in music or 808 like Kanye was talking about. But it's all just frequency. It's just different manifestations. Some manifestations of frequency at very high levels create heat. Some at lower rates create sound. Some create colors that you can visibly see. So we think of frequency, energy, and vibration as these hippie abstract things, but in reality, it's the basis for the entire universe itself, frequency, energy, and vibration.
When you learn this information, you realize certain things you should not let in your energy field.
Right? It's not just microwaves. Cell phone communication and your specific cell phone number, they're just a frequency wave. Your number is a unique frequency wave. So when I call you or I text you, what I'm really doing is connecting onto your phone's unique frequency wave. So in my opinion, the simplest way to understand what Kanye is getting at is if we think about frequency kind of like this. So when
a lot of people seem to think that Kanye does not know what he's speaking about and that he's saying some crazy things. But in reality, he's telling you the truth. Listen to him.
When you go driving your car and your channel on your radio is tuned to a station and you're grooving to the music and you're dancing and you love that music, and then you get farther and farther away from like the broadcasting tower or cell signal, the music gets static. You lose the signal, you lose that clear channel broadcast, it gets staticky, it's annoying to listen to, right? So the more staticky it gets, the more annoying. but you try to keep listening to it, right? Because maybe you really like that song and it's playing another 5 miles, 10 miles, and then suddenly it is so annoying, you are getting disgusted. There's so much static, right? You shut it off. And if you continue to listen to, maybe you get a headache or you get sick. That's what Kanye is talking about here, except it's at a subliminal level, so we don't really realize that we're influenced by frequencies our entire life. So what's the point of these frequencies that we hear in music? And here's Kanye talking about the significance of frequency in music.
And now, today, every time I hear a car come out, it's 808. But if you think about African music and hip-hop and what we breakdance to, it was light.
The percussion.
It was upbeat. It was the drums.
Now, that's super interesting, right? Like, sometimes Kanye may sound a little bit crazy, a little bit out there, right? But what he's saying here is very true and it's easy to miss. And it's actually super scientific. He says that music used to be lighter. It used to have a lighter frequency. It used to be more upbeat. But as he is saying, tons of today's pop, rap, hip-hop, dance, it's all at these frequencies in the lowest chakra.
Why do you think this is, guys? Why do you think they try to keep us in a lower vibration? Do you think that they might be benefiting somehow financially?
Associated with survival, primal, sexual, fear-based chakra type of energy, right? So why is that important to us? The brain processes information electrically. So it communicates with a cellular structure electrically in your brain within a certain band of frequency.
The brain is very powerful, and any way you program your brain, that's how it will remain.
And if you can broadcast frequencies carrying information, this technology's actually been around for a long time. Carrying information, perception through frequency, the brain decodes frequencies. And it happens subconsciously and subliminally. That can control your nervous system, your perception, your emotions, which are just energy and motion. And what is frequency? It's a bandwidth of energy. So it can control your emotional state. Specific frequencies that we pick on are really just...
This makes me wonder, is this the reason we have so much crime and things like that, so much negativity and evil in the United States?
Tapping into the brain's electromagnetic antenna, because that's all your brain is. It's an electromagnetic antenna. In your car, you have an antenna that picks up electromagnetic frequencies. That's what your brain's doing too. So every emotional response in your body is a frequency as well. So you're generating frequencies from your own emotion. But if you are subconsciously being impacted by frequencies in music, or it could be from another person subconsciously, your environment, what happens, right? You can feel it. And then it kind of begs the question, is the frequency that you're generating that's controlling your entire reality, your rate of attraction of what you are creating in your life, is the frequency that you're broadcasting something you've created, or is it controlled by other people and other things? And that brings us to 3 big ideas on how to control our frequency. First things first, everything is energy, right? So we have to control how outside energies are influencing our point of attraction. And then number 2 is to weed out the stagnant or negative energies in our life. So it could be specific people, it could be mainstream music that is designed subconsciously to influence you and control you. It could be movies, it could be our own habitual thoughts. It could even be the environment around us. Maybe it's like our house is messy and it's giving us like bad vibes, right? And then number 3 is to brainwash yourself before the world brainwashes you. So everything in the universe is energy. Everything that you desire is energy. Your emotions are energy. Music is energy. Every single stimuli exterior, whether it's a person, it's a room, it's music, it's a movie, it is all influencing our electromagnetic field subconsciously. What happens to most people is that their point of attraction in life, their rate of vibration is controlled through exterior influences. So you have to brainwash yourself before the world brainwashes you. There is an enormous amount of information on how CIA and military agencies have used the music industry in order to perpetuate certain ideas, generally negative social control ideas, whether it is violence or the overemphasis on low energy sexual activity or materialism. When you're in music, you're in a hypnotic state. So if they have a frequency that is negatively affecting you, being broadcasted, affecting your brain, your nervous system, and your subconscious, and it's implanting affirmations, which is all a song is, it's an affirmation, then in essence, you are being controlled by it. So you have to brainwash yourself before the world brainwashes you. You have to ask, is this something I want in my field, right? And that's why Tesla said, if you want to know the secrets of the universe, you have to think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And so to me, the key is to reprogram your own frequency in your subconscious. So what I did is I created a success hypnosis. You can click right here to get it for free or go to jakeshypnosis.com. Think of your subconscious like your own personal radio antenna that is broadcasting your frequency to the universe, and it is controlling 95% of your life. So if your subconscious mind's frequency is set at a level where you're not very confident, you don't believe in yourself, you have a bad relationship with romance, it's programmed you to be angry or violent.
I'm curious to what you think, guys. Let me know in the comments. Do you think we're being programmed by music subliminally and we don't know it? Let me know in the comments.
Or whatever it may be, that is creating the station, the radio station of your